Hello everyone. Today we will revise exercise 1C and more. So if we have here cardinal and ordinal numbers. So what are cardinal and ordinal numbers? A cardinal number is the total number of objects or people in a group. For example, here you can say the total number of children in this group is 5. And an ordinal number tells the position of an item or person in a group. For example, this boy is second from left. This boy or girl, maybe boy, is first from the right, and he is third from the left and third from the right also. So this first, second, third, fourth, these numbers are called ordinal numbers. There is an example. The third child from the left is the monitor of the class. Who is the third child from the left? 1, 2, 3. This is the left. So 1, 2, 3. So this child is the monitor of the class. So are you getting it? That what is a cardinal number and what is ordinal number? A cardinal number is the total number and an ordinal number tells the position. Now there is an example. There are some animals in the picture you can see. The animals of the jungle are participating in a race. Identify the animals and write the ordinal number of the monkey, the rabbit, the hippopotamus and the deer. So where is the monkey? Here is the monkey. Where is the rabbit? Rabbit. And where is the hippopotamus? I think it is here. So the ordinal numbers of the following are: monkey is 6th and rabbit is 9th from the front. I think they are counting from here. So monkey is, here is the monkey. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Rabbit is 7, 8, 9th. And hippopotamus is first and the deer is 5th. You understand this? Now another thing we have to learn is even and odd numbers. Numbers which end with the digit 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8 are even numbers. For example, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 are even numbers. You can think of many other numbers as 12, 20, 24, 46, 84, 76, isn't it? Any number where the last digit is 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8 are even numbers. And odd numbers, numbers which end with the digit 1, 3, 5, 7 or 9 are odd. All the numbers in the world that ends with 1, 3, 5, 7 and 9 are odd numbers. Now one more thing, rounding off to the nearest 10. When we round off a number to the nearest 10, we will check the digit in the ones place. If the digit in the ones place is less than 5, change it to 0 and do not change the digit in the tens place. If the digit in the ones place is greater than or equal to 5, change it to 0 and add 1 to the digit in the tens place. Let's see the example. we have to round off 42, 54, 124 to the nearest 10. So what is the rule? If the digit in the ones place is less than 5, then we will change it to 0 and we will make no change to the digit in the tens place. So this number will be 40. But if we have 46, then the number in the ones place, digit in the ones place is 6, which is more than 5. So we will turn it to 0 and we will add 1 to the digit in the tens place. So it will become 50. Now you think yourself, 54 will be 50, 55 will be 60, 124. The digit in the ones place is 4, which is less than 5. So we will turn it to 0 and 12 will remain 12, means it will be 120, and in 128, 8 is more than 5. So it will become 0 and it will become 13. So the number will be 130. Now rounding off to the nearest 100. So what you have to keep in mind, that when you are rounding off a number to the nearest 10, you have to focus on the digit in the ones place. But when you are rounding off to the nearest 100, you have to focus on the digit in the tens place. So what is the rule? If the digit in the tens place is less than 5, do not change the digit in the hundreds place and change all the other digits to the right of hundreds place to 0. If the digit in the tens place is greater than or equal to 5, add 1 to the digit in the hundreds place and change all the other digits to the right of the hundreds place to 0. It's very easy. Maybe it is sounding a little difficult, but it is very easy. Here we have 234. So 3 is at the place of tens. 3 is less than 5. So we will turn these two digits in 0 and 2 will remain 2. So the number will be 200. But 251, in 251 5 is there. The rule is for either 5 or more than 5. Here we have 5. So we will add 1 to the hundreds place. It will become 3 and these two digits will be 0. So 251 when rounded off to the nearest 100 becomes 300. Now 147, it will be 100 because here we have less than 5. 168 will become 200 because here we have more than 5. 1241. Now we have to focus at the tens place. It is less than 5, so it will be equal to 1200. Here it is 5, so it will become 1300. Very easy. Now next we have Roman numbers that we learn in the next class. So you complete exercise 1C, but not these questions. These questions you have already solved. I have made some questions for you. I will attach it with the assignment. Solve them.